Hi. I don't know what kind of mood I'm in today, but I am definitely in a mood. Is it good? I don't know. Is it bad? I don't know. I think my brain is trying to protect me after I read A Little Life because I just finished A Little Life and it finished me. Boy, it finished me. Hi, how are you? I hope you are well and okay and are having a good mental health day and a good physical health day, but mostly mental health day. I love you. Okay. I don't know how to explain myself because last time I made a video a while ago and I said that this book is one of the books that I'm never gonna read, and it doesn't matter how hyped up it is and whatever, and I'm just never gonna read like Good Love. Especially after I read Confess. Confess was a train wreck. Confess, what? Oh my god, they had a rhyming duel. I do have an explanation. It's a mean explanation, but it's an explanation. The explanation goes as follows. I just finished A Little Life. I am heartbroken. I don't know what to do. And I want to read something that I can yell about. Not something that I can cry about. Something that I can like come here and tell you, what the fuck? Why did they have a rhyming? Like something like that. Oh my god, that was so bad. Why did they have a rhyming duel? What? The acting skills, no bounds. I also want something easy because, bro, a little life broke me into little pieces. Woo! It's either after A Little Life, it's either I'm not gonna read anything for like 4 months, or I'm just gonna read stupid shit. Not that this is stupid. I'm not saying that. But after Confess though, like I might be saying that. I'm still hurt. I'm still sad. I swear to God, I cannot even look at that goddamn book in my shelf anymore. I cannot look at it. I can't open it back up. I wanted to film like a TikTok with the book and to film like my annotations. I cannot open it back up. I don't want to hear, it's not that serious. It's just a book. It is that. I really told them, I'm sorry, I received. I'm not gonna cry. Okay, I'm back. I'm okay. Yes. Last night, it was like 2 a.m. and I was in a manic episode, right? And I grabbed some post-it notes and I've written down like 5 videos to film today, right? And then today I woke up and I looked at the list and it looked at me, and I looked at the list and it looked at me, and I don't know who that person was from last night. I don't know her. I don't acknowledge her as part of me. But it's now 5 p.m. and I'm just filming this intro because I keep thinking about Jude. So that was a long ass intro, I'm sorry. We're gonna be reading A Good Love, which follows, I have no idea. I know it follows a person named Miles, and I know I'm gonna hate that character. It doesn't matter if they're good or bad. I know I'm gonna hate that character. When I was reading November 9, they mentioned Miles and someone that I forgot. I'm gonna see who it is now, but someone that I forgot, and I got a little pre-spoiler, so I already know like people are gonna end up together and whatnot. But the back of the book says, an unforgettable love story that breaks all the rules. Oh, original. I'm sorry, I'm being mean. I'm sorry. It's not exactly love at first sight for Tate Collins. Tate, there you go. I hate that name. It's so close to the other word. When she meets the tormented and secretive Miles Archer, they wouldn't even go so far as to consider themselves friends. Friends. The only thing Tate and Miles have in common is a mutual physical attraction. Attraction. They realize they might have stumbled on the perfect no-string attachment. He isn't looking for love and she doesn't have time for it, so that leaves just the sex. What they've got could be surprisingly satisfying as long as they can stick to the 2 rules Miles has for her. Never ask about the past, don't expect a future. Ooh, mysterious. That was the cringiest thing that I've done since I started YouTube. I'm sorry. Hearts get infiltrated, promises get broken, rules get shattered, love gets ugly. I hope this is good. Please make it good at least, because dude, I don't hate co-host books. I don't. Especially if you like been watching me for a while. Thank you. I love you. Thank you so much. But if you've been watching me, you know that I do not hate Colleen's books. I loved Verity, loved Lila. What else did I read? I liked Reminders of Him, I liked November 9, I even liked Hardbows and Without Merit. They were actually relatable to me, and if I were to read them, I wouldn't like vehemently recommend them. I wouldn't necessarily vehemently recommend them, I can say that. But, it's like preference, of course. Me saying this isn't really like a set in stone opinion, of course, it's all preference. But I would still recommend Without Merit and Heartbones for the right audience. And if just me, I would have read those books 4 years ago, I would have loved them even more, but they were still good. They were still 3.5, even 4, they were still good. But then we have Confess, and I was shocked. Who was that author? Like, I tried to see if it was written way back. What was that? But like, so I have hope for this, at least to be good. I'm gonna see you in the update.
Listen, it's not plugged in, I'm sorry.
I'm not a judgy person. I try my best not to be a judgy person, but that was probably the most annoying 30 seconds that I've ever filmed in my entire life. Hello to the update. I am almost halfway. I made it to 100 and then some. And I have some mixed thoughts. You can say they are mixed. Yes. I got a call, I'm sorry. I'm a very busy and popular person. Yes. The first thing that I've noticed is actually a positive thing. Yay! And the opening line, finally, we have a gripping opening line. It starts off, somebody stabbed you in the neck, young lady. It starts off cool, and the entire first chapter, it's weird, and in a good way. It's weird as in it's intriguing weird. And the cast that we meet in the first chapter is a cool, not really a cool cast, just an intriguing cast. And you want that intriguing bunch of characters, and you want that in the first chapter because it's gripping. So I was happy about that finally, because I haven't seen a gripping first chapter or a gripping opening line since I've read Verity, and Lila, I think, was also gripping. I don't remember that well, but I loved Lila. But since I've read Verity, Reminders of Him, Lila, like the books of co-hosts that I actually liked so much and ended up even loving. Like, since then, I haven't really met another gripping, cool opening line since this one. But that's the only positive thing that I have so far. I'm sorry. This next point, like my next observation, isn't really fair. So take this with a bunch of salt. But this is the book that I'm reading after A Little Life. And I can't help but compare. I cannot help but compare the two. And I know I shouldn't. They're different genres, different writing style, different everything. But dude, after reading A Little Life, and the use of the language, and how beautifully written, like how beautiful it was written, and how just beautifully worded it was, and then reading this, it's like the expectations were lowered. Like, it feels so immature and childish and easy. The writing seems so freaking easy and not worthy of any hype at all after reading a book that is actually super well written, super well thought of. Like, I know I shouldn't say that and I shouldn't compare, but I literally, like, I can't help it. We are following, fucking Tate and Miles, and Tate's POV is in the present while you know, she moved and she is living with her brother in San Francisco and following her career to be a nurse, and Miles is their neighbor and they meet in a very interesting way, and it's intriguing how they meet actually, and I liked how they met. But then you have another POV that is 6 years earlier from Miles. It's Miles' POV when he met someone and it's like his high school years or whatever, high school last year or whatever, right? And I gotta say, what the fuckity fuck, sickity fuck was that? My man literally just saw a girl. No, not met her and talked and saw her for 5 seconds. He was in the hallway, he was in high school, and his teacher sent him to the hallway and she told him, like, you're gonna meet this new girl and just lead her from literally you seeing her and then take her to her class because she's new, right? He saw her and his reaction was so fucking cringy. It's so weird, not cringy, so creepy. It's like borderline, like sickening shit. This is when he saw her, not talked to, saw, not dated, saw, not had a 5-second conversation.
Saw her.
Rachel. She's like poetry, with prose and love letters and lyrics cascading down the center of a page. Rachel. I'm gonna fall in love with you, Rachel. I'm gonna fall in love with you, Rachel. Rachel, you're gonna fall in love with me, Rachel. She's mine, but I don't say anything. It was weird to read. And stupid, and I would have excused it, like, he was in high school, right, and I would have excused it if it was like a freshman or even a fucking sophomore. I would have excused it. I was like, okay, they're young, they're like 15 or something, it's fine. He's 18. Why was that necessary? This is giving me flashbacks to the fucking rhyming duel. Why? I didn't like that part, let's just say that. I didn't like that part that much. They met, so this is in the back of the book that they create a situationship for themselves. They create a relationship where it's exclusively physical, where they are friends with benefits, not even fucking friends, and it's cringy from Tate's POV. The only present POV we're getting so far is from the female's POV, from Tate's POV, and it is freaking cringy. This bitch is 23 years old. He talked to her, he looked at her. He's not even saying anything that interesting, anything. He's not saying anything, he's not doing anything. And she literally said, brain equals liquid, heart equals butter. He told her, I'm attracted to you. He literally says, I have no thoughts left. Brain equals liquid, heart equals butter. You gotta applaud the poetry in it. Bro, what? It's not like he's so charming and so this and that. He didn't do anything. Tate is desperate for a man she met a total of 3 times. And had literally, if you combine all the conversation they had together, I swear to God, it will not even amount to an hour. They talked for 5 minutes in the elevator. They talked for 10 minutes in the fucking room. They talked for like 20 minutes in her. And she is so desperate for him that it's so annoying to read about. Girl, get your shit together. If you were my friend, I would slap the shit out of you. Get your shit that's probably why I don't have any friends. Get your shit together. She literally had a total of 45 minutes of valid conversation with him, and she's this desperate, and it is off-putting. We reached the point where they made their deal, and they had the, you know, the friends with benefits thingy that they did, and bro, I'm just so done with Tate. She's like, oh my God, desperate. And, oh, they did stuff, right? And, oh my God, the steamy scene, the so-called smutty scene, bro. We reached our first steamy scene, and it's given 13-year-old Wattpad fanfic. It's given I have no experience. It's given I'm 11 and I'm in love with my brother's best friend. It's given I have a crush on Zac Efron. It's given 13-year-old fanfic. It's given nothing. It's given empty. It's given the classes half empty. What the fuck was that? This is after the scene is over, right? I feel like I'm sorry. Oh, God, Jesus Christ. This, him, I'm falling, I'm floating, whoa, whoa, Slow clap for the performance of the century, ladies and gentlemen. Slow clap for the performance of the century. No 23-year-old is sitting flat on her back saying, oh, wow, Jesus, oh, God, wow, oh, God, I'm soaring. I am in the air. He's a pilot, by the way, so that makes it 10 times as fucking cringy. Wow, oh, wow. No. After the steamy scene, we got another 6 years earlier scene, which is, it's a fucked up situation that we have. I'm not gonna spoil because it's not in the back of the book, but it's a fucked up situation that we have, and I'm here for it, actually. I'm here for it. I wish they weren't as cringy, but I'm here for it. But yeah, that's where I left it, and I wanna finish. I don't get the hype over this one. This is like Confess. I excused it a little bit because the people that liked it loved it. Like, the people that recommended that book were like head over heels, read Confess, this is the best book I've ever fucking read. And then the people that didn't like it were as traumatized as I was from the fucking rhyming duel, right? But this is like Verity and It Ends With Us level of Coho hyped book. And I don't see it. I'm gonna read more and come back.
Can't be this bad. I genuinely think there's something wrong with me. I don't know what's happening. I don't understand. It cannot be this hyped. It cannot. Like, this romance cannot be this hyped. Someone help me understand. Let's go step by step. So after I left you last time, the Miles chapters got more intriguing, which got me more excited about reading about them, because interesting things happened, and I would read. Even if I hated the Tate chapters, I would still read just to get to the Miles chapters and to find out what's gonna happen and how they're gonna deal with everything. When it comes to Miles, I feel like there are so many times that it could have showed us rather than told us what he is all about, because there are so many times where they were literally saying, you are the exception, you're not like every other man, you're not like most men, or he would even say, I'm not like every other man, I'm not like most men, Tate. And I feel like there are so many ways where they could have showed us. This bitch literally had the nerve to say, I don't put up with the sort of things I've seen my friends put up with. She says, while putting up with a dude being an asshole to her because she's fucking desperate for his attention. She's literally desperate for any sort of attention from him, and then she has the nerve to sit and say, I don't put up with the same of things I've seen my friend put up with. Yet she's literally like putting up with like anything and everything just for the sake, hoping that this dude will fall in love with her. That was so annoying to read. I literally put it aside for like a day and completely forgot it existed. Like, it's that easy to get you to forget it. And that's because every single person, every single character in this book is super one-dimensional. Like, there isn't really anything to them. Nothing to them. They're all cliche characters. We have the protagonist, the evil neighbor, the asshole. We have the exceptional guy. We have the funny, witty, dirty jokes the side character, like every cliche you can think of, we have it, and that's all they are. Even the most intriguing part of the book is getting so freaking annoying to read. At one point she goes on to say, don't give me any hope. I'm fine with doing what we're doing, but like, don't give me any false hope. Babe, he has literally given you zero hope. Zero hope. He has literally said nothing, done nothing that would let you, me the reader, you the fucking character, believe. I don't understand where you got that, where she's getting the hope, like where she's getting the ideas to be so fucking desperate for this man is beyond me. At one point he says, I can't tell if you're mature for your age or delusional. I can definitely tell, and the answer is the latter. I mean, I can't tell if she's more desperate or more delusional, and I cannot tell which is worse. I can, however, tell you positively that the combination of being desperate and being this freaking delusional makes for a very, very, very annoying character to read about. It literally got better for like 5 seconds. I swear to God, not even a full chapter of it getting better. It literally got better for like a quarter of a chapter. They got on more serious and it felt more mature, more like adult-like, more in tune with this whole deal that they have going on with their ages, and that's when I was like, oh, okay, this is getting better finally. And then it went back to being completely fucking cringy. I'm gonna try my best to say this in a way that will not be a spoiler. Miles' past is very interesting, and there's something very serious happening to him in the past, because we are following his POV 6 years earlier, right? And they are, him and another character, in a very, 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 very serious situation. And he literally says, when the doctors are all out and they're alone in the hospital room, he goes, we have the room for ourselves, let's make out. It's given immature, it's giving grow the fuck up, it's given you're not 12, it's given a lot, and none of it is positive. At that moment I read it, I wish I was illiterate. That was so insensitive, and I'm so sorry, but I swear to God, I don't mean it to offend anyone. At that moment I read it, literally, this fucking man is, I'm gonna spoil, this man is, oh my God, I'm not gonna spoil it. There was this little scene with the comic relief character that is as cliche as you can think of, but there was this moment where I thought, someone is gonna die, and I was like, oh, they're gonna die, maybe. Oh, no, they're not. Okay. And I moved on. Like, everyone is so one-dimensional that even when I thought that someone is gonna get offed, I just didn't really care. Making this much progress, I take back every time I said that the Miles chapters are maybe decent, because they're so fucking annoying. The way they are written, it started as different and maybe decent, but the more I read from it, the more I'm hating everything. The more there was this one time, I have epilepsy. There was this one time where I got a seizure and my entire half of my body got fucked up, and I couldn't really move my 2 fingers, which are I'm still having problems with them till this day, and like everything from on one side went numb, and I could not see from one eye, and like I couldn't smell, like everything was fucked up. And I kind of wish I read this book at that time, because that would mean that I wouldn't be able to see properly. And it feels like a 5-year-old wrote it in a class where they have to write like poems or whatever and give them as gifts to their mothers. I honestly don't know if I want to finish now or not, because I feel like I need to just stop reading. I don't know, like I want to finish, not because I'm interested, but because I want to finish. Like I don't want to have to, like I don't want to wake up and see this in my nightstand. I don't have a nightstand to see this like in front of me when I wake up, because it's becoming a chore rather than something I enjoy. But I'm still intrigued enough by the Miles chapters. I still want to know what's going on, so that's at least good. Cannot stress this enough. How the fuck are you all hyping this man? You don't understand the amount of fanfic, the amount of like stans that I've seen for Archer Miles is a lot. Like, he is one of the top 10 coho men. The word shooketh doesn't even begin to explain what I'm feeling right now. So what happened story-wise? Nothing good. First of all, my first problem is, why are we using other people instead of focusing on ourselves? There's therapy. This man isn't broke, okay? He's a pilot. He lives in a nice house. He's no near being broke. He's nowhere near being even like slightly struggling, okay? He can afford therapy, okay? Why are we not doing that? Why are we instead using other people? He is broken. He has trauma. He has PTSD from something strong, dire, and very, very serious happening to him in his past. Why are we not going to a shrink? It's okay, baby boy. There's nothing to be ashamed of. You can go to a shrink. You can tell him what happened. You can work on yourself. You don't have to use other people. You don't have to use other people. After 6 months, this bitch is ready to settle down and they're happy about it. And 6 months? I feel like after the toxicity that happened since literally the day you met, the day you started hanging out, the day you had your deal, I feel like 6 months isn't gonna do it. I feel like you need a little bit more time to, you know, uncover the toxicity, to be more stable in the head, because this man is not stable and this bitch is not stable. I don't care, like, he gets more of the blame on who's like not stable. He's more fucked up than she is, but this bitch is ready to give a man she literally just met everything because she's like so fucking desperate for literally the smallest amount of affection. Why are y'all standing this man? Why are we standing a fucking asshole? Don't tell me like, oh, but he had something really serious happen in his childhood. Bitch, go to therapy. What the fuck? He literally had to meet his ex and her to tell him that it's okay, you can move on. For him to treat this new girl in his life in a decent way, in a normal way. Go to therapy. It's okay. Go get you BetterHelp subscription. Go to therapy. You don't even have to do it physically anymore. You can do it online. You can text. You can go to BetterHelp, and this isn't sponsored. You can go to BetterHelp and text someone. Literally. He had to go to his ex and her to tell him it's fine, you can move on, for him to treat this person in his life in a decent way. And you're standing this man, he treated her like doo-doo, like shit. He treated her like doo-doo. And you're standing this man? They are both annoying, okay? I'll buy. They are both annoying. Like, I get that. She's fucking desperate and very attention seeking, and it's annoying. Like, I just want to slap the shit out of her. But why are we standing this man? There's also something that is annoying me, and I feel like you could have done a little bit of research before doing that, but the baby has blue eyes, and they're like, oh, they take after him. It wouldn't have blue eyes. The color blue is recessive, so as green. So if I were to marry someone with brown eyes, my eyes are green. If I were to marry someone with brown eyes, they would most likely be brown, the child, or hazel at best, because green eyes, gray eyes, blue eyes are recessive and dark eyes are dominant. And at the beginning of the book, fucking Tate said that her eyes are just like super fucking dark. They're like almost fucking black, right? It wouldn't have blue eyes. You need two parents with two blue eyes. They have blue eyes. Yes. That's me being fussy, but it's also annoying because you could have literally researched. Like, literally. Although it's a baby and they don't really have much melanin when they are just born, so you can literally like have a child and it would have
light eyes, light hair, light skin, and then it would go darker like the more they grow up, because when they are born they don't really have much melanin. Like they have the lowest amount of melanin that they're ever gonna have in their entire life, and melanin is the factor in your body or in your genetics that dominates your hair color, skin color, and eye color. So what is this? Biology 101. Yeah, I don't like that part. It's annoying because it's like you literally didn't do any research. Like, do a little bit of research because it's free on the internet. The amount of people I saw like leaving reviews for this and be like, oh my god, Miles Archer is like a dream man, or like the amount of TikToks or book talk stuff that I saw hyping this book up and hyping this man up and be like, Archer, I was gonna say Archer Hale. Archer is a fucking baby. Miles Archer like is the best man ever or whatever. This man is literal shit. He is an asshole and he treated her like caca, and the only time he was able to treat her in not a doo-doo-y way, not like a way you would treat a doo-doo person, is when this is me trying not to curse, is when he talks to his ex and her telling him it's okay, you can move on. Also, can we not ignore the fact that they were fucking and he called her by his ex's name? And she just accepted it? Like, my first question would be like, can I ask you something? Yes? Every time we've been fucking, did you think about your ex? Like, is that why you've been enjoying it so much? Because clearly you were thinking about her while you're doing it this time. And she's just like over it. She's just like, they didn't even ever discuss it. She's just like, oh, it hurts so much, but like fucking harder. I don't understand, how desperate do you have to be for this man's pee-pee must be like the best in the world. Like, how desperate do you have to be for a man to just move on past that point? Do you remember, like, recently I've read Most of All You by Mia Sheridan, right? And I told you that there is such an important point where these two broken people, they didn't use each other to heal each other, right? They took the time off to actually, Brie took time off to try to work on herself and whatnot, because she didn't think it was fair for her to be dependent on him for her happiness and whatever. She needs to find it within herself and blah, blah, blah. This is literally the opposite of that. I don't understand you. Obviously, all that being said, this is my opinion and my review, and every person is different, and what I like might not be everyone's taste, and everyone's taste might not be what I like, so everything is subjective. So, but if you feel like I feel, please share on this book with me, because I feel lonely because everybody likes this and I don't understand it. However, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was entertaining for you. I love you so much, and I'm going to see you next video. Hopefully with a positive review. I love you. Okay, bye.